When we are under attack, either from the judgment or the negative vibes of others, it's something that gets under the skin and it has an effect on our day. So if you are in a room with a person who is very depressed and very negative, unless you have reached a certain level in your own development, it's likely that when you leave that room, you will still have a feeling hanging around you, or you will notice you're in a slightly lower state than when you went in. The more severe incidences of this, however, are when we feel that the judgment of another person or the direct attacking negativity of another person has left its mark on us. These aren't the kind of incidences that you can just chalk up to experience and walk away from. Instead, these are the kinds of incidences that leave their imprint on the body. And there's a reason for this. We have felt this imprint before. This isn't the first time that we in our lives have experienced what it is to have judgmental or negative words coming at us, or judgmental or negative energies coming at us. So a few questions to ask yourself whenever you're in this experience of being on the receiving end of negativity or judgment, and you're left with a lingering downward or fiery or upset feeling. How many times has this happened in my life before? So, for example, it may be that this is the first incident with that person, but it may be that you are used to being spoken to in this way by many others throughout your life, and each time you were, it made you feel downward, depressed, inward. Essentially, what it's doing is encouraging you to pull back from life and close down. So, ask yourself those questions and ask yourself how long you're willing to let this go on for. The other side of this will be if you are experiencing negativity and judgment that you have experienced for a very long time with a particular individual or circumstance. And at that point, you have to be honest with yourself about recognizing that you don't want to live with this resentment or this anger or this feeling of being oppressed by someone else for the rest of your life. It's not doing you any good, and it's not doing them any good. The key to notice here is, for somebody to be able to impact us, we also have to let them. Yes, there are extreme cases where people can be psychologically or physically violent towards other human beings, and there are extreme cases where those people are highly imbalanced or operating in a way that is very hard to try and find a middle ground with. But in the more everyday cases, what you have to ask yourself is what part of you is leaving yourself open to allow this energy to come your way. A bully spots a victim very quickly. A bully is looking for somebody who won't be a worthy opponent, because a bully's, if you like, remit is to have power over another. That's what the bully is feeding off. The bully is taking an imbalanced sense or lack of power inside themselves and creating a power over another in order to feel empowered temporarily. So what you have to ask yourself is, am I too open to this kind of treatment from others? Am I always forgiving? Am I always the one who recovers quickly and tells everyone that I'm fine? Are those parts of yourself that you're going to need to change? There are several ways that you can deal with the impact of negativity or judgment toward you. You will see many methods out there. You will see everything from the highly spiritual, where people will speak about sealing yourself in an energy bubble, keeping white light around you when you walk into a combative or conflicted environment. There is also the easy and simple way, which is to, inside yourself or aloud, if you're alone and feel comfortable voicing this, say, I release this energy which is not mine. I release this energy which is not mine. So the impact that has come into your body, you essentially command with words that it can leave your energy field. The other aspect is, do you actually need to tackle this on the ground? Is this a conversation that's going to be required with this person? Are you going to have to change the script of what they see as normal? If you were to challenge them the next time they were to put you down or come at you with depression, come at you with negativity that you feel is infusing you, it will help them to redirect their set pattern the next time. So for example, if somebody were to be repeatedly negative in your direction with their words toward you, what you could do is start to challenge what they're saying in small but very definite ways. It doesn't always have to be a fight or an argument, and if it gets to that point, it's usually because you have swallowed it for too long, and so it has built up and you have a volcanic reaction. You can question what somebody means by their words. So if they're always telling you your hair looks awful, rather than taking it or defending that your hair doesn't look awful or giving an excuse why, challenge them by saying, "You seem very obsessed with my hair. Every time you see me, you tell me you're worried about my hair. What is that for you? I'm just curious." Push it back into the center of the space between you and get them to be accountable and a little more inquiring about their comments, because most people who are bullying others are running on autopilot, and when you challenge the autopilot syndrome that they have going on once, twice or 3 times, they tend to stop. Finally, ask yourself, are you ready to be willing to maintain your positivity and your open outlook in the world through drawing a strong boundary around those who bring negativity your way? Recognize that it is affecting you to have this negative energy around you a lot, or people who are deliberately attacking you. You're losing power through it, and they aren't gaining either. So maybe it's time to address that person in your life with a different sentence to that which they're used to you coming back with, or to be a bit less available for those people in your life. You will notice 2 things. The dynamic will start to change slowly over time with you and this person, but also you will start to fill up with the energy that you are losing every time they try and clamp you down. If you keep your body and your energy field away from the destructive person or event or force consistently for long enough, your body will start to give you back the energy that you're losing when you're in the presence of the negativity. Finally, forgive them and forgive yourself for what played out, and forgive yourself also if you do choose to react, if you do choose to get angry. But observe that's what happened this time, and next time you would like to catch it earlier, so that there is a more peaceful exchange of boundaries between you and everyone in your world. Lots of love, everyone. I hope this helps you to deal a little more with some of the judgment that we're encountering every day as we go through the world.